Is our Constitution still relevant? In class, there are those students who often ask, why do we need to learn about history? After all, it's in the past. My favorite response came from a teacher who said, we learn about history because if we forget about the past, as a society, we lose the opportunity to learn and grow in the future. Similarly, there are those who invest considerable time challenging constitutional theory and interpreting constitutional law. The Constitution is the fundamental law of our land, and it is the very document that provides American citizens with the freedom to debate its imperfections in the modern era. The fact that its framers had the foresight to know that the Constitution would be a work in progress, thus allowing a process for amendment, is in part what makes it still relevant. The Constitution was preceded by the Articles of Confederation, an agreement between the 13 founding states. Following ratification of the Articles of Confederation in 1781, it was later realized that the form of government imposed was too weak and lacked a system of taxation. It was a period of upheaval that undermined the relevance of the Articles of Confederation. As a result, the Constitutional Convention began deliberations, and our Constitution was adopted in 1787. As the supreme law of the land, created to form a representative government, the Constitution set forth 3 separate branches of government, with a system of checks and balances, which still prevail today. Our Constitution advanced over its 225-year history, which is well evidenced by its 27 amendments. The First Amendment protects freedom of religion and my family's choice to go to church. The 14th Amendment allowed my grandfather, a native of Italy, to swear allegiance and become a naturalized citizen. The 19th Amendment gave my great-great-grandmother the right to vote, despite her gender. And the 26th Amendment will allow me the same right to vote when I turn 18 years old. The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, is the premise under which my cousin, a Purple Heart recipient and lieutenant colonel in the United States Army, will deploy for his 5th tour of duty. He takes an oath similar to that taken by my grandfather, a veteran of the United States Navy, and my great-grandfather, a veteran of the United States Army Air Corps. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. So help me God. According to the U.S. Department of Defense statistics, the United States has approximately 1.4 million active-duty military personnel. While many are stationed within the United States, others are deployed to over 150 countries around the world to defend our Constitution and secure our rights and liberties. As our U.S. military deaths in Afghanistan topped 2,000 this year, there is no question that our Constitution is as resilient as our soldiers. After all, behind the sum of these numbers are our loved ones, parents, children, siblings, and cousins. As Americans, we would not sacrifice their lives if we believed otherwise. As spoken by General George Washington, firearms are second only to the Constitution in importance. They are the people's liberty's teeth. Every day that another American soldier is deployed, we effectively reaffirm our belief in the relevance of our Constitution. They put their lives on the line because we, the people of the United States, believe in justice, domestic tranquility, the common defense, our general welfare, and the blessings of liberty. From its inception, the Constitution was a model of compromise. As such, constructive debate over its meaning or the intent of the framers is inherent. The Constitution in the core of our government, the strength behind our military, and the foundation of our beliefs as Americans. It is still as relevant today as it was at its signing. Much like history, our Constitution grounds us in our role as its keepers, reminds us of our past, and fosters our ability to evolve as a society.